Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are for episode 2 of Accelerant Live. I'm excited. This is August 26th, getting close to the end of summer. We got Labor Day coming up. Anyway, to reintroduce myself, my name is Gabe O'Neill. I'm known as the godfather of the video business card. I'm a visibility strategist, and why do you need a visibility strategist? There is this attention economy that we're dealing with right now. There's so much material coming forth. There's so many competitors. Everybody's out there. Oh, I got the best AI. This. I've got everything. I've got the best that. And how do you stand out in front of your clients? Well, that's what I help you do. I help you. All my clients. I help them all stand out in front of their clients and be remembered and be known. I had an incident today in a networking meeting. A gentleman who I didn't recognize was in the breakout room, and I asked him if he was new. He said, "No, I was here a year ago, but I remember you and your video cards." And then that just proves my point. That's exactly why we do it, and it works. I mean, over a year, this guy hadn't seen me. Anyway, it's really, really important to be seen, to be remembered, to have an incredible first impression. Today, we're going to talk about I'm going to do a little bit of demoing, a little bit of AI stuff. I think this is going to be the first time I'm introducing the AI moment. So the process of this is me to kind of talk about visibility and how to give you tips on how to get more visible and remain that way. And a lot of that has to do with our products. So we're going to demonstrate some of our things during each visit. We do this Tuesdays and Thursdays live at this time. But the other thing is towards the end, we end with an AI moment. So since I've been using AI so much, um, I like to share the successes and some failures that I've had with it. But yeah, just to compare notes with other people. I use it really more. I use it a lot more now than I ever have, and it's becoming more and more fun to me. So later on, we'll talk about that. But let's talk about first. Again, um, how can I remember you, or how can I refer business to you if I can't remember you? That's the main thing. I mean, again, more people refer me out because they remember who I am and they remember what I do. It just goes to it just makes perfect sense. If they can't remember you, they can't refer you out. So that's what we help people do. To learn more about what we go through more about what we're doing, I encourage you to visit that link that's on my screen, and I'll put it up again towards the end. But yeah, that's a link it goes through all our products, and you kind of get to see the whole picture. So let us do from here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the three main differences. We have we have three different tool solutions for visibility. Our flagship product is a video business card, and you've probably seen the Popbles, the dot cards, the link, I don't need link tree, all of those other things. We don't really compete with them because we do far more than any of them do. So that's a different market. Basically, we're looking for somebody who's frustrated with their marketing, who's active in it, but frustrated with it because it's not getting them enough business. Our cards are designed to get them more business. So how does it differ from all those other things out there? Well, number one is the delivery method. So you see next to me, I have a QR code. You're welcome to scan that. And if you do, it's going to create a text on your phone. And you don't edit the text. All you do is hit send. And when you do that, you get my card, and I collect your cell phone information automatically. So that's one thing that's done. That goes right to our CRM, or we can send it to any other CRM that's out there, basically, that has an API. So we currently work with Go High Level and HubSpot and Monday and there's another weird one, but yeah, we can work with any of them. So the idea is that not only is it getting your information out there, but it's getting it out there and actually helping you nurture your leads. The other part of it is Yes. So, and when you get it, you'll see the unusual design. So we custom design every card from scratch, and what that means is we get the headshot, we get the logo, we capture that, and we send it off to a graphic artist and let them do their magic. It's phenomenal. So every card is different, and the reason why we put so much effort in making our clients look good that way is because when they get a card back and they know it's not a cookie cutter card like all the rest of them, they know that it's uniquely theirs and branded towards them. We can use their website colors. We can even use their branding guide if they want us to. And so that it's uniquely theirs, they're going to share it with a different energy, and that energy is going to transfer to that other person, and they're going to share it more often. So bottom line is, again, they're going to get more business. Um, and also we mentioned the capturing of information. So we capture the name and cell phone number, and what can happen after that is um, we can send an automated text hours after they get the card. So it's almost like a set it and forget it kind of thing. So you're in an environment where you meet 100 people, 50 people, whatever it is. All those people will have an automated follow up within hours of them meeting you, which is very, very powerful. And the third thing that's different that what we do is how we give out the card. I mean, again, you can scan the QR code, but when you do scan that QR code, what happens is it'll generate the text, and it generates that text that's right above me, which is Gabe to 321-421-5213. Now, we picked that number for a particular reason. 321-421-5213 has a cadence to it. If you say it a few times, it'll stick in your head. If you remember that, and you also remember the word Gabe, Gabe, which is my first name, um, then you have an endless supply of my video card that you can give out at any time. So we all have people that want to refer us out, right? But we all know that if they have to look us up, it's over because excuse me, it just won't happen. People don't have time to look people up, but they'd be happy to do it if they're on the top of your tongue. So again, that's why everybody gets a different keyword to that same number, and that's how that makes it available for other people to give our cards out. So how does that even work? Well, one of my clients, his name is Jerry. I train people to make sure that they get the most out of their card to get the most benefit from it. And he came back to me and said, "Oh, I listened to what you said. I sent it out to all my colleagues and all my friends. And about a week later, somebody got on my calendar because his calendar's right on his card, of course. And somebody got on my calendar. I didn't even know who it was. He said, and ended up that person ended up to be a phenomenal client. And he said, honestly, I made a lot of money with that. Now that is very powerful. That's payment to me. I just love to hear those stories. But he said one of his friends gave it to somebody else, and that could not have happened with any other thing whatsoever. So let's see. Now I'm gonna show you a little bit of this stuff. Let's see here. This would be. I'm going to show you my card. So this is what we're looking at here is a splash video. And people are going to read these messages because of the way they're coming up on the screen. This is what happens when people get my card from the get-go when it first opens. So what we're doing is we're grabbing them by the collar and saying, you know what, you've never seen anything like this. This person's killing it with their tech. They're killing it with their marketing. You're going to really want to work with them. And so after the splash video is over, it morphs back into the card itself. And you'll notice something normally you'll notice something in the window there with me and my dogs. That's a newest feature that I just added. It's actually an AI video from a picture. But what it does is it speaks about me. That is me. I love those dogs. um, I can't bring it back up right now, but I love those dogs, and that's me. So I always lead with that. Those dogs were phenomenal, and I'll tell you a story later on about them. But anyway, so that's that that is the card itself, and as you saw, there's all kinds of other buttons on there that you can click to, that are all to my website, my LinkedIn, my email, phone, and get them ready on my calendar. So next time I'll have it stay up a little bit longer so that I can actually point that kind of stuff out. But that's okay. So so where are we here? So again, I think you could, I can argue, and I think you can understand why I say that this will help you get seen. When we create stuff like this for you, people look often. They'll do a double take. They'll look at it. They'll look at you. They say, where did you get this? How did you do this?" You know, they're kind of dumbfounded. But the bottom line is, you registered something in their brain that's gonna. They're never going to forget that experience, and they're because of that, they're never going to forget you. So that's really what we try and do. Is it's all about everything that we put into our, to our card, and everything else is all about getting money, or getting money for our clients. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let us go to, I think that's enough for that. So let's go to the AI moment. All right. So first for this AI moment, we're going to talk a little bit about the tools that I use, and I'm just going to put them right up on the screen here. Let's see if you can see that. Obviously, I use ChatGPT. I use a paid version, and I also use the API to create. We have an AI chatbot, and I use the OpenAI API for help with that. Google VO3. I do a lot of videos, so the videos that I do will have me talking. They'll have stock footage, and they'll have, if I have an idea that I want to create to get a point across, I'll try and do it in AI. It works sometimes, not all the time. But that video you saw of me and my dogs, how it worked perfectly. It's exactly what I would have done had I been sitting there with those dogs. So I use Google VO3 for video generation, and I think they kind of, if you use them directly, they kind of throttle you um, they throttle you to only use it like a few times a day. I've also found that Envato Elements is really, really good. They have an image gen and a video gen capability, and it's really, they used to throttle you as well and not allow you to have that many, but I think they've lifted that, and so it's excellent. As a matter of fact, that's where I created that dog video from an Envato Elements. Imagine Art is a third one that I use, and that has a lot of credits. I think it's like $30 a month or $20 a month, something like that. But it gives you a lot of credits for creating a lot of different videos. And HeyGen is another one that allows you to take an image and make it talk and all that other good stuff. So having said that, I'm going to show you a video that was done. This is part of our chapter 7 of our virtual video book, and it shows you where I'm using a combination of different tools to produce it. So I'm going to just add that. This is AI powered embedding vectors. I know, right? Who knows what that really means, but we do use them to understand meaning and context, allowing it to deliver smart, relevant answers instead of just matching keywords. The real magic lies in how we train it. We invest hours building your chatbot's knowledge base, pulling from your website, supporting documents, marketing materials, and any other resources you provide.
We also fine-tune it to capture the nuances and personality of your brand, creating a genuine conversational flow rather than a rigid keyword-based script.
Okay, so you'll notice that that robot's one of my favorite parts. So that was done with the stock. I used the stock video from I imagine Envato, and But what I wanted to do is I wanted that robot to talk, right? So I grabbed a still image from that and I put it in HeyGen and I wrote the script on it. And the reason why I have that circle around it because it didn't match up perfectly with his neck and all that good stuff, but still looks pretty good. But the whole effect is exactly what I wanted, where the robot was talking. And anyway, so that's some of the tools that I use. I'm always happy to talk about um, the tools that I use, and if anybody, and compare notes with people. I'm going to put this back up on the stage because we're right at our 15-minute time limit here, and so yeah, you can go to that website that's listed below me. You can also go to digitalaccelerant.com. When you get to that website, it'll be part of it anyway, so you'll be fine. And that's it for today. To next week or on Thursday, we'll be talking about some more stuff and some more AI stuff. So thanks for watching.